Materialists maintain that consciousness comes from matter, and our consciousness is just a property of matter. Really, I was discussing spirituality with a very dear friend of mine at Cambridge University. He said, you know, what you're saying is beautiful, but I can't accept it because I know we're just electrical impulses in the brain. So this false, irrational idea is a big obstacle in the way of establishing conscious culture. And there's three huge reasons why it is not only false, but it's irrational. It's illogical and irrational. Here's the first reason. Material scientists deal with physical objects that have physical properties, but our conscious abilities are not physical objects and they don't have physical properties. For example, purposeful activity constantly acts against the physical laws. When scientists make, for example, particle accelerators, they have to oppose all of the physical laws of gravitation, electromagnetism, and the forces within the atom. So how can you describe or explain physical activity that opposes the physical laws in terms of physical laws that it opposes? It doesn't begin to make sense. There's a similar problem with the senses for perception. Our senses for perception enable us to perceive physical objects with physical properties like length, breadth, velocity, temperature, and so on. But for example, vision is not one of the physical objects that we see through our vision. Vision is not a physical object and it doesn't have physical properties. So you can't, the same goes for the other senses as well. So we can't describe the senses physically, then we can't explain it because you can't even say what you're talking about. Thoughts are also not physical. We can think about roses, mountains, sunsets, lovely ladies, lovely boys, lovely babies. These objects that we think about, they're physical, but the thoughts themselves are not physical. So materialists promise to explain consciousness materially, but we just have to ask our key question. What are you talking about in terms of direct experience? They'll never be able to describe consciousness in material terms, in physical terms. And if they can't describe it, then how can they possibly explain it? It's all false promises. So that's the first problem for materialists.